How do you get that money? Hey, it's Ryan Even from RyanEven.com, and today's question comes from a blog commenter, and I forgot to write her name down, so sorry about that. But she wanted to know, what is my recommendation for a merchant account to take credit card payments online? And I will let you know what merchant account I use and what merchant account I recommend you use in just a second. But first, let me make this point. If you're just getting started and you're not generating income yet, don't worry about a merchant account right now. You don't need one. If you're just starting out, I recommend you just use PayPal. PayPal is free, besides a small percentage that they take, which merchant accounts take as well. It's convenient, it's fairly easy to use, and it's trusted by people. Not to mention it integrates with just about every shopping cart out there, and they even give you a little bit of interest on any money you keep in your PayPal account. And for most people, it's pretty easy to access the funds as well, because you can get a little debit card that's tied to your PayPal account, and you can spend that anywhere. You can use a credit card, or you can actually go to an ATM and withdraw money. Now, I know the debit cards aren't available everywhere in all countries, so that might not be available where you're at, but for most people, that's a nice option as well. And you can build a pretty nice business, up to a six-figure business, just using PayPal if you want to. Now, I do recommend that once you start doing some volume, you do expand out and get yourself your own merchant account where you can accept credit cards and things are a little bit more under your control, and you don't run that risk of keeping all your eggs in the same basket. Oh, it would be really funny if I had a basket of eggs here as a prop, but I forgot. But in any case, the merchant account that I use, it's an authorized.net merchant account through a company called PowerPay, and their website is powerpay.biz. But before you turn off this video and run over to PowerPay to get your merchant account, that is not what I recommend that you actually do. See, in the last couple of years, a new company called Stripe has come out, and Stripe allows you to accept credit cards and do pretty much anything you could do with an old school merchant account like the one I have, but without all of the hassles and the hoops that you usually have to jump through. When I got my merchant account, first of all, you go through a credit check, then they want to check your financial records, they want to see all the products you're selling, because basically they're accepting the money on your behalf, so they're kind of vouching for you, so they want to make sure everything's on the up and up. Well, you don't have to jump through any of those hoops with Stripe. They make it really easy, and really the only difference is with a merchant account, usually when somebody pays you through your merchant account, you get the funds deposited into your account the very next business day, and with Stripe you wait 7 calendar days before the money is deposited into your account. So you wait a little bit on that, but it's kind of worth it not having to jump through all of those hoops. And as for the fees, on paper it looks like a traditional merchant account has a little bit lower fees. The Stripe fees, I think it's 2.9% at the time I'm recording this video, plus a certain like 10 cents a transaction or something like that. You can check out the link below for current details on their pricing. It's actually very similar, if not the same, as PayPal charges. But on paper, it looks like a merchant account is going to be a little less, but with a merchant account, when you actually get your merchant account statement at the end of the month, there's a bunch of extra fees that are added on there. And really, when you compare the two side by side after the extra merchant account fees, they're about the same. And Stripe is really much easier to set up and much easier to work with. And who doesn't like stripes, right? Am I wearing... Thought I might be wearing a striped shirt today, but I'm not. I'm wearing a baseball shirt. Milwaukee Brewers. I moved to Milwaukee, so now I love the Brewers. So that's all for this video. I'll have links to all the resources we talked about below, but I just want to stress one more time that if you're not doing a lot of volume yet in this business, don't worry about that merchant account. Just use PayPal. Focus instead on building your business, increasing your profits, and then you can worry about a merchant account down the road. Airplane. There's an airplane overhead, waiting for the airplane to pass.